Good evening. My name is Sarah Hallmark, and I am your EPIC teacher. I wanted to begin with introducing myself. I have been an educator for the last 15 years, and I have spent the last 12 years as a librarian in both the middle school and elementary school. I decided to come to EPIC because I love the opportunity that it provides for our families and our students that have just different ways of learning, different needs for learning, and EPIC is a good fit for you. I wanted to discuss with you some data that I was given so that we could start our math lessons together. I know that for you, data may be kind of a confusing term. You're like, what are we talking about here with that? But what I noticed with your math data in particular is that you're doing really well in a lot of areas. But one of the areas that you're struggling with a little bit is algebraic reasoning and algebra. And that's just a tough one. It's really hard for a lot of students, but especially as we're beginning that in 8th grade, you haven't learned a lot of that material yet, but we want to make sure that by the time you're finished with 8th grade and then going into high school, that you have a firm foundation on those skills. So we're just going to start off by working on that. I noticed that one of the areas that you are showing potential for growth in is expressions, equations, and inequalities. So I thought, well, we'll just kind of start off with that standard and we'll figure out kind of where you are and then also where we need you to be. One of the standards that we can start with is solve for unknowns and problems by solving open sentences. Like open sentences, okay, what is that? That's equations. And equations, I think, are a lot of fun, but if we don't understand how they work and the different possibilities and outcomes for equations, then, really we're just at a loss. So we're going to start with that today. One of the things I thought might be fun, when I think of equations, a lot of times we're talking about different mathematical operations. And one that I saw that you're good with are the number operations. And so we're going to start off with a little fun game that is a fact family game using dice. So we're going to play that together for a while and just practice our operation with the dice game. Practice that cumulative operation of multiplication and division. And then we'll go from there and we will look at a video that I found by a teacher with the Khan Academy. And one of the things with math that is really important is to relate it to real world issues. And so this instructor has taken this skill, the standard, working on equations, and he's turned it into a problem with pizza, ordering pizza. How many pizzas do you need at that price? And how many people are eating the pizza? And how many slices will they get? And that type of thing. So we're going to look at that. And then another video that we are going to watch is on the website as well. And I'm going to share this document with you so we can both see what it is that I was saying we're going to look at. Give me a second here. Okay, so here, this is that Khan Academy video that I was telling you about. And then we're going to go to Math is Fun. And on Math is Fun, here we have just some work explaining what closed sentences are and open sentences, and that will help us as we're working on the different equations, how we're going to do that. And then the next website we're going to go to is here at this Mathopolis. And at Mathopolis, there are about 25 questions that we're going to work together. I'll be helping you with it as we're practicing these skills. And then lastly, I'm just going to do an exit ticket with you. And the ticket out the door is another word for exit ticket. And just asking you some questions that you're going to answer on your own so I can see if this lesson helped you to have a better understanding of this standard. And just remember, I'm always here for you if you have any questions or anything that you don't understand, that we're working on this together and we're both trying to learn this material in a way that is fun for you And I hope that I'm teaching that in a way that is fun for you and that you're going to be prepared and ready to master that next test, as well as future tests like the ACT, the SAT that you will be taking once you're in high school. Uh, Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to our next time together.